It says check mark. Uh-oh.
And here we go.
I think we're good now.
You had to get some Last Jedi in there, didn't you?
Maybe. It's a good fight scene.
It is. Unless you watch it in
slow-mo.
Yeah.
That's like any fight scene, so I won't.
Dude, that's dope. Nice work.
What's up, fanboys and fangirls?
He actually did this.
He did it.
Hey, I never said I wasn't going to do it. Welcome back to the What the Fanboy Show. My name is Luke, and I am joined here by my good friends. One of them's name is Tyler.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is my name. And to my right, the beautiful Brett Eitzen.
Oh, you're too kind.
I try.
You
sometimes.
are too kind.
Am I? Like
yes.
too kind?
You are too kind.
If I hadn't done my hair literally 60 seconds ago, would you have still called me beautiful?
Probably.
All right,
Probably,
good.
yeah.
I wouldn't have, but I also wouldn't have done it in the first place.
You would. You're just a big meanie.
No, I'm just a hater.
True that. Haters gonna hate.
Hey, I'm on the hate train today. Apparently. That's okay, though. Sorry. I'm taking up all your space. No elbows on the table. But I'm glad everybody could join us. I wish all the audio listeners had any idea what we just did.
What just happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
nice.
ridiculousness is essentially what's happening right now.
Just like every other week. I mean, we're a little crazy.
How was your guys' week?
It was good.
It was all right.
That's the end of it. We're moving on to the news.
Hit the news button.
We're going.
It was all right.
I had a good week and not so great of a weekend.
I had a collectively good both week and weekend.
My week was
Actually, my work week sucked, but like everything else was good.
my week was fine. It was whatever. We moved on from it, and then my weekend was good until kind of the end.
Yeah. The Chiefs game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad loss.
It's tough.
You can never count out the Patriots.
Never.
Never, ever, ever. Especially when they have a Tom Brady.
Yep.
So I'm not upset. I won't be mad. I'm just sad that we won't be in the Super Bowl, but hey, there's next year. So
To next year.
how about them Redskins, Tyler? How'd they do?
You know, they're watching at home, just like we are, having a good time. So
That's good.
got some guys in the Pro Bowl. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got half of my prediction right for the Super Bowl, so that's cool.
I didn't. I thought the Chiefs would win because I was just rooting for them, but I was wrong.
I just can't pick against Tom Brady.
It was, yeah.
It's too hard.
It's hard and tough. It's hard and tough to
It's
bet
hard
against.
It's hard
Tom
to
Brady.
bet against probably the best player of all time.
Yeah.
I would argue he is the greatest of all time. Yes.
Okay.
Go. Also, I would argue this is probably the greatest coaching and quarterback duo we'll ever see.
Do you think Tom Brady's gonna retire?
No.
He's got how long do you think he's got?
A year or two more.
Okay. He's 40.
Something 42,
Man.
41.
That dude is going to die on the field, I think.
Probably. I don't know. If you look at his like off-season regimen, the dude is a machine. Like he eats so well. Like it's weird to say. It's a weird. I don't know. He has like a really strict diet. He exercises. I'd say he works out, but I don't know how much he actually works out. But he just takes really good care of himself, and
He does all the things I should do and don't.
right. And like the interesting part about Tom Brady is just like usually you get older, the velocity on the ball goes down, but this dude, he throws ropes still. Dude's got a rocket.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. I can watch that dude play quarterback all day.
I
enjoy it.
I don't like Tom Brady, mainly because he's so good. I respect the crap out of him though. He's incredible. But gosh dang it, I wish he wasn't in the Super Bowl again.
You know it's so crazy is like people seem to forget Tom Brady tore his ACL one year. Matt Castle led the Patriots to the playoffs. So, and then the Chiefs signed him, and Chiefs fans booed him when he got hurt.
he was not very good for the Chiefs.
You got a good coach. Makes everybody else look good.
It's
Yep.
true.
Ask Jared Goff.
Jared Goff, write in. Let us know how coaching works. Do you think he'll respond?
No.
Everybody tweet at Jared Goff for us.
He's definitely focused on getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Nah, he's definitely on Twitter, man. Watching What the Fanboy. Guaranteed.
Anyways.
So this has been our What the Football section.
Oh my gosh, I wish we had that section.
Do we need to have a breakout show just for you?
I would love that if we did a football show.
All right.
I'm so in.
I had a good week. Like I said, Steph and I started rewatching Game of Thrones in anticipation for the final season.
Nice.
Quite enjoying it, and
Is this good the fourth time?
this is actually only our second time watching
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah.
What episode are you on?
3.
No, season 1, episode
8.
like 6 or 7.
We were close.
Yeah, it's the
You were
one
close.
where
I went over though.
I feel like I
Price is
can't.
Right rules, man.
There's like no need for an actual spoilers, but spoilers, like in case you haven't watched season 1, of where like Ned Stark gets arrested.
What?
So
Hopefully nothing bad happens.
What is Game of Thrones?
Right? I don't know. I won't say any more than that, just in case.
If you watch Game of Thrones or have never watched Game of Thrones,
Bad things happen all the time.
don't get attached to any one character. Because they will probably die.
Except for a silver-haired girl. I don't think it's fine. I won't spoil her story, but she's on the other side of the world.
Well, yeah,
So.
she hasn't had that much to deal with. It's not like she's raising an arm. Anyways, this is not our Game of Thrones show either.
Yeah.
What-
Is that
what
all you
Game
did
of
this
Thrones?
week?
I literally did not do much else. I
Okay.
have a sick kid, so like
Kids.
we've been up like 3 or 4 times a night trying to just keep her from like not she's just crying and coughing and it sucks, and so
Look at Brett.
I'm running on lots of
Softening up.
coffee today. I'm
Softening
glad
up.
I had the day off, so
Good.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
I got some much needed rest, and Claire got to watch a lot of television.
And you didn't play that video game.
I played some Destiny too.
Nice.
What's Destiny 2?
I see what you did there. No, yeah, had some good fun grinding. Had played with a buddy, Ted McFarland.
Ted.
My old college roommate. We
Don't look at my notes.
haven't
All
played much recently, but we had some time together today, and we got to do some variety of activities. And Destiny is best when it is played together. So
Speaking of playing together, we played Halo Friday night.
we tried.
Yeah, we tried. Brett's internet went down.
I'm
I
gonna be
didn't know-
totally honest. I forgot we did that.
Yeah, no, we did that. And Luke loved it. Brett hated it. I was just kind of in the middle. I'm kidding. I think you and I had a lot more fun than Luke did.
Poor Luke. I felt bad.
Don't feel bad. Halo is not my game. I've never enjoyed
Well,
the
we'll get in-
multiplayer.
we'll get
Actually,
in-
I enjoy Infection because it's literally so simple.
Yeah,
And you just keep going, shotguns or swords. It's
for
like-
sure.
But
For sure.
all the other stuff is just like
We did 2 game modes. We did Fiesta, which is just you spawn with 2 random weapons.
lots of rocket launchers.
Yeah, that's kind of just a crapshoot on if it's gonna be a good day or a bad day. And then what was the other one we played? Oh, Big Team, which
I hate Big
Halo
Team.
5 Big Team is not good.
I
It
hate
just Halo 5 wasn't built for Big Team, and so
I like Slayer. Could
I
always
know.
go for some Slayer on there. Like
we need
regular
to.
Slayer.
Well, we were playing with 5 people, and so
Yeah.
we were a little locked out of stuff, which is fine. But yeah, we'll play some 4v4 stuff, Luke, and I think you'll enjoy the cohesiveness of it a little more.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an oversight on their part.
Oh, for sure.
Making it only 4 people.
Mm.
They need to figure that out. But yeah, we played that. I played some Call of Duty. I think we played some Blackout, Luke.
Get any dubs?
Did we get a win?
No.
I got a win with.
Did we?
I got one this
We did.
weekend, I think. or
Because we
2.
won on Nuketown. We swam up to Nuketown and we won, didn't we?
Maybe I got 2 wins. Yeah, I did get 2 wins this weekend. I won one with you, and then I won one with one.
There was that one, and then we
Brother.
should have gotten that last win, but we got.
Oh, with the circle.
That was the stupidest thing I'd ever
So
seen.
like at the end of a blackout game, if nobody it was 4 of us, or no, 3 of us. I died. There's 3 people alive. 4 if you count the other guy, just one random. And he was just hiding under the boat pretty much. And the circle got small and he could heal faster than us. So we lost and got second.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it was really
we
dumb.
should have won just because we had more people alive. It should have just ended, or there should have still been a circle. One of those 2 things.
Yeah, so we lost on that. And that's how we ended the night too.
It was
Sad day.
it was like 3:40 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, it was late.
Me and Lefty
That's
stayed
rough.
up, and we were just like complaining to each other about what had happened. I was up till about 4 a.m. that night. Went to bed angry because of Call of Duty, which is the worst feeling in the world.
Anyways, so yeah, we did that. Played some games. I watched Young Justice episodes 7, 8, and 9. They're turning it up to 11 right now, and it's super good.
Nice.
And it's on the DC streaming service, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little later.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Glass, which we all did.
Yep.
We'll be putting out a review video later this week.
Wednesday.
Yeah. And then also I saw, kind of weird, I'm sure, I mean, there's an audience out there for this for sure. But I saw Dragon Ball Super Broly, which was in theaters here in the States this week. And I think it's still in the theaters. I'm not 100% sure.
I think so.
I'd give it a fanboy worthy.
It did well.
Yeah.
For
I mean, the theater we went to was almost sold out. I mean, it was
Yeah.
packed.
Limited showings, right?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of showings, but it was good. You know, for me, I'm not like a huge Dragon Ball fan, but like the Dragon Ball Super, the story that they tell in Super, from what I understand and what people have told me and what I've read, is something I'm definitely interested in watching. So I'm gonna borrow it from a buddy and try to watch it. But the movie was good. The pacing was kind of weird. It took a little bit of time to get into it, but then like about 30 minutes into the movie, it just turned into like an all-out brawl for an hour.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool.
Dragon Ball Super Brawly.
Oop.
Yes, that's actually probably a more appropriate title. But like Broly is this character. He has any Dragon Ball fans out there, please let me know. But there's no one stronger in the Dragon Ball universe, with the account of maybe, I guess, Goku. But he's a cheat code, so that's a discussion for another day. But like Broly is the most powerful Saiyan or whatever in their universe. Correct me if I'm wrong or prove me wrong, but the dude literally gets stronger the longer your fight goes. So if you don't kill him like right away, he's just gonna keep getting stronger and bigger, like physically gets bigger. It's so ridiculous. Like there's no way. So yeah, please tell me someone's stronger and tell me why later, because I'm really curious. But yeah, fanboy worthy. I went with a buddy of mine who's huge Dragon Ball fan. Shout out Max. And he said it was really good. He really enjoyed it. So taking his word for it. So if you're into Dragon Ball, definitely go see that one. And I think, yeah, that's it. That's all I did.
All right. Well, me. I'll go, since everybody else did.
Well, that's good.
So I started playing Celeste.
Good game. Great game.
And
Wonderful game.
it's the most frustrating game I have ever played in my life, and I love it. It is incredible, and I can't believe it, because I got assigned by Chris way back when, in like our second trying new things ever.
Ori.
I got assigned Ori, and it's a platformer as well. Hated it. I'm not a platformer guy. Don't like it. I have no idea why I like this game. I should not like this game.
I have an idea.
Well, the music, yeah.
Well, no, that's not
And
what I was gonna say.
yeah, it's super rewarding because
There you go.
you beat it,
Yeah.
like you beat a level. I haven't beat the game yet. You finish a level and it's just like, I can't believe I finally did that. You feel really good. And also, I'm pretty sure the music is hypnotizing me and brainwashing me into keep playing this game, because the music in this game is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I played the first level and then I went and bought the soundtrack.
Good
It's
decision.
so good. I listen to it when I'm like angry or mad, or like I'll be at work or I'll be driving.
So like when you're playing the game.
Yeah, but like it's a crappy day at work. I'll get in the car and I'll put on the Celeste soundtrack and I'll just, and it's so soothing. It's great, but I'm looking forward to beating that probably this week. I'm really taking my time with it. You get these postcards, maybe from yourself or somebody, I don't know, throughout the game, and one of them says, "You're gonna get frustrated. Take your time." And I took that to heart and was like, okay, and I got off because I was getting really mad at this game. I was like, if I ever start getting mad, I'm just going to get off. You can save and quit, and you start literally right where you were. Died,
yeah.
Which is super nice. Guys, I finally did it, okay? I was super proud of this. I finished Star Trek, the original series. It took me like a year and a half. It was the roughest watch of any show ever.
You gonna watch it again now?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna watch the movies now. The old Shatner movies.
Yeah.
That show is really good at parts. It's also horrible at parts. There's some episodes you're just like, this is so stupid. I can't believe they made this. And the effects are terrible, especially in the first season. Third season, they get a little bit better. But like you can see wires of like a flying hovering robot will come across. And you can just see the wire. It's just like, oh man, that's rough. But it was the 60s. Times were different.
They should put Tommy Wiseau in it.
Oh,
I know it's over, but would have been amazing.
Oh, hi, Spock.
That actually works.
Scotty, beat me down. I did not.
Oh my gosh.
Worst crossover ever.
Or the best.
I think it would be the best.
And so, Brett, what's that game you play?
I don't know if you've
Halo?
heard of it before. It's by the makers of Halo,
Ah, okay.
and it's called Destiny.
Destiny. Okay. That's what I played. I played that. I
You
started
played
playing
Destiny 2?
No, Destiny 1.
You
There's
played
a
Destiny also?
There's a Destiny 2? What? My mind is blown right now. No, I started playing Destiny 1 again. I had only ever played the main story. And the other day I was like, I kind of want to play Destiny.
It worked. You got him to play it.
Preaching the good news until everyone converts.
So I made a new character because I looked at my old one. I was like, I don't want to play as that.
This guy's lame.
If you're going to start over, why not?
Yeah.
Did you choose a different class?
I chose different everything.
Nice.
My first character was a male exo warlock, and this one I'm a female awoken titan.
Nice. Hey, my Titan's a female awoken too.
Nice. Oh, I think it's weird when you go to the reef in that game, and they're like, "Oh no, we have to talk to the awoken." Dude, I'm awoken. Like, this should not be an issue.
There's some interesting lore behind that, actually.
Really? Do they have a problem with the Guardians specifically?
Yeah. So there's.
I should just hide my ghost and be like, "Yo, gotta find this." What am I looking for? The garden thing.
I won't get into a deep
so amazing.
dive, but there's like the Awoken have a pretty lengthy. I mean, it's short compared to humanity, but a pretty lengthy history and complicated history in terms of like who actually is following the Queen and why they're doing what they're doing, and so you don't see it and it doesn't make sense to you, but it does make sense on why they're like. There's this divide between Awoken elsewhere and Awoken in the Reef.
Mm.
So you're just an Awoken that was somewhere else that happened to be on Earth that
Gotcha.
has been resurrected.
You didn't gather that from the 24-second cutscene?
I do not pay attention to the cutscenes.
They're not very long, so.
I should have just told you that it's in the cutscene and you would have believed me.
I actually do believe you.
It's not.
I'll just believe you.
But are you
That's
enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude.
Good.
I'm playing by myself, so I'm not playing Destiny correct, apparently.
Oh, well.
I mean, not many people are still kicking Destiny 1
I'll team
around.
up with you.
I
I still got it installed.
I had to do a random encounter by myself because there was nobody else on Earth in my area. It was quite
A
scary.
public event.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Anthem will be out soon.
Actually, I pre-ordered that
Getting hyped.
the other day. I'm pretty excited too. Anyway, that's everything I did.
That was our week.
Yep.
All
Very
right,
nice.
we'll see you
So-
next week.
Bye, everybody.
You know what time that? Oh wait,
That brings up news time.
news
Yep.
time.
Prize in Gotham.
No,
Other
wrong
breaking
one.
news. Water.
That's Twitter with Tyler.
That's-
We got rid of
Wrong-
Twitter with Tyler, so we got to put it
wrong
somewhere
one.
else.
Oh no, what did I do?
Um,
The titles. Hold on, I'll fix it.
wow.
This again.
Is this like an every week like little bit that we're doing where Brett screws something up and we have to wait?
I think we should forgive Brett.
I think so too. He does a lot of good stuff.
Does a bunch of crap that I do not understand.
It's
Good.
all good.
Good work, Brett. You kill the game and we appreciate you.
You
I
should
try.
just bring that mouse over here.
It's a long way. My corner is already packed full of too many things.
That's true.
Anyway, what news do you guys have?
I got a little bit of news. What do you got?
I've got a crap ton of news.
I've got some
Good,
news.
Good.
All right, I'll start
need a
it
crap
off.
ton of news.
NBC officially announced a new streaming service coming in 2020. Doesn't have a name yet, but they said 2020, and it's gonna be a little bit of a mixture. It's gonna be more like Hulu. They're gonna have a free ad-supported version if you already have, like, you pay for cable TV. So if you pay for TV via Cox or whatever, you have access to it, but with ads. And then they'll have a $12 standalone service if you don't subscribe for anywhere else. And it was not made clear anywhere that I could tell if that $12 a month is also with ads or if that's ad-free. I think it's ad-free, but they did not specify as far as I could see.
Interesting.
So this was the big, I mean, this would be Comcast is kind of the big overarching company here. I don't have our Streaming Wars graphic
You just need to print it out
available
and
right
put it
now.
back
I
in.
know, right? Get a little whiteboard and
Laminate it.
move pieces around like a full war.
Can we get those wooden sticks that they like
That'd
push
be awesome.
stuff around with?
But this was the big one that I thought.
over here.
I don't know. They hadn't announced anything when I did that video a month ago, and now
Now they're
clearly
in the game.
they're staking their flag.
They're coming across the pond.
The pond, the narrow sea.
Is that where Comcast was?
Yeah, across the narrow sea.
Oh.
I think they were in Bravos, if I remember correctly.
Ah.
All you Game
The
of
Iron
Thrones
Bank.
nerds.
I know a little bit. I can retain some of that crap.
Anyways, what do you guys got? Next.
Freaking John Wick 3 trailer, man. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm freaking out right now.
That was awesome.
That trailer was sick. Dude, the dogs. Oh my gosh. I was like watching it. I was like, oh man, this looks really good. Oh my gosh.
I haven't watched it. I saw a little TV spot though
Yeah, they had a couple run.
during the
Last
games
night.
last night.
Mm-hmm.
It looked cool.
You still haven't seen the first two though, so
I have not.
the
So-
hype is not
double
there, and that's
comment.
okay.
Well, so
That's
it's
okay.
it's like one of those
Ain't
things
no
like
hate from me.
I
Double
have every
commentary.
intention of watching it. I've just not done it. Like,
We'll
I
have
don't-
we'll have like a movie night when we get together and watch it.
I'd be down.
Yes.
Just chill out, watch a movie or two or six, whatever.
Double feature, triple feature,
Quadruple feature.
Lord of the Rings marathon. Here we go.
No,
I'm in, Brett. I'm in.
I can't do it in one day.
I could.
I know you could.
I've done it.
You are a machine when it comes to watching movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a skill I wish I had.
Pretty good at it. Fortunately, it does not look good on a resume.
Mm.
So, what are your hobbies? I can watch 4 movies in one day. Oh, this job is yours.
You're a modern day superhero.
This job is yours. Welcome to McDonald's.
Well,
Well,
what you got?
so you guys have heard of that show, The Walking Dead, right?
Mm.
Well, there's a game being adapted by Overkill, and they have delayed the game indefinitely.
Doesn't
Why? Do we know why?
I don't really know.
Because nobody watches The
I don't
Walking
think
Dead
that
anymore?
brand is very strong right now.
It's not, and like, I guess they were doing tests, and the tests were just bad. Like, people just did
What
not
was
like
the studio?
it. Overkill. If you just type in Overkill's The Walking Dead, well, there it was.
I want to know what they've done before.
Date. Are they? Oh.
Is that Telltale games being released? Didn't they say it was actually going to come out?
What?
Telltale, yes.
The Walking Dead season 3.
Yeah, the final season or whatever. Yes, it is coming out. It's being developed by some other team.
I don't know. The Batman Telltale games are free. I downloaded those.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
All
I hear
right,
they're really
so they've done Payday. Do you remember the game, the series Payday?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Which I remember hearing decent things about, but
Sounds like a
Again,
game
The
where you
Walking
look at
Dead is a
McDonald's.
very different game than Payday's,
Payday is a heist game, if you didn't know.
and a first-person shooter. And I guess this
Thought it was based on
was
the
still classified as a FPS, but
favorite snack
anyways.
by
Yeah.
Mars.
So yeah, that was delayed indefinitely. I think it's just not testing well. Like you said, the brand's not strong. It just doesn't seem like a good time to release that.
Yeah.
It's just weird because it's like one of the top games on Games Coming Soon on Xbox. Like you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then today they were like, yeah, we don't have a release date. Like
Probably
wait,
sucks.
what? Well, right. Like that's the thought. Is probably it's just not that good. But
Yeah.
who knows? We'll see.
In other sad canceled game news, EA canceled their open world Star Wars game.
Good. Get Star Wars out from underneath EA.
This is EA's
Was that
third
Fallen
canceled
Order?
Star Wars game? No. That is still no.
who was making that one? Respawn.
Fallen Jedi. Wait, no. Is it Fallen Warrior?
It's the people who made Fallen Order. It's the people that made Titanfall 2.
Yeah. No, that one's still on.
Okay.
That one's still good.
That's the one I'm interested in.
This
Yeah.
one was the one that
Visceral.
was making.
And then it got
so
canceled.
it got transitioned into. They're making a game with the people who did Uncharted, like the head writer or game developer.
The
Amy
lady-
Hennig's her name. She was developing this game for EA called codenamed Ragtag. It got canceled because it was taking too long, and EA wanted something more their wheelhouse. I mean, I guess open world's not really their wheelhouse,
Probably some type of shooter.
but right. So then this has been in development for almost 2 years, I think. They rolled that team into this open world game, and now this game was taking too long, and they said, nah, not happening.
Well, I don't really trust EA to make a good Star Wars game. Do you
I
still
think
have my
this-
copy of Battlefront 2?
I do.
I should take that back so
You
I can
should take it back
so I can sell it.
so you can play it again.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I think this is probably the nail in the coffin for the Disney EA deals, like especially with Star Wars. Disney needs to be like not just giving their entire brand to one publisher, and instead say, hey, this team who's under EA, you can do this game, and hey, this PlayStation, I don't know, developer who does really good like action adventure games,
Santa
story
Monica?
driven, right? Like you do this one. They need to piecemeal it and not all or nothing.
Agreed.
So fingers crossed that happens. The one good thing that comes out of this news. I mean, because all in all, like as much as I don't feel like we probably need an EA open world Star Wars game, like people were still working on it and now people aren't. That's not good for the industry.
That's people not having a job.
Right. So
So it was announced the other day that Fantastic Beasts 3 is likely going to delay production into late November. And that means that The Flash is most likely going to be delayed as well.
even more. Did they cite any reasons? Sorry, I didn't see this news.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just moved on from
What
it.
else is that team working on?
Well, it's Ezra Miller.
No, I know. Was it delayed because of Ezra Miller's schedule or for some other reason? That's my question.
I'm guessing it's going to be script work to rework the story.
Because of the okay, that
Backlash.
makes sense. Yeah.
But WB DC, it's time to dump Ezra Miller.
Yeah, we got to move on. You're holding on to you got a character that will
You're holding on to an
absolutely
actor.
kill it.
You're holding on to an actor who in Justice League was fine.
And you
I
have
enjoyed him.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked him a
I
lot,
thought
but
thought he was good.
you can't
but
wait forever.
You don't need Ezra Miller to be the Flash.
Nope.
Just like you don't need Ben Affleck to be Batman.
Nope.
Like at this point, if you can't get the movie made, your actors aren't happy, just scrap them. We will forgive you.
Yeah. Seriously.
It happens all the time.
I saw a 10-year challenge of Rhodey today. Looks like a totally different person.
Oh, I love it.
Nobody talks about it anymore, so 2 different actors.
That's funny.
There you go.
Well, while we're talking about Warner Brothers, Amazon suspended the sales of Warner Brothers television shows today or this weekend. Like Arrow, The Flash, The 100, all those shows. Amazon has suspended the sales. This has happened in the past. I guess pricing disputes on their contracts. Interesting. I had never heard of that before today. So it's weird to see Amazon suspend selling something. Like, Amazon sells everything.
Yeah.
But I thought it was newsworthy. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Something to keep an eye on. If this is, this is their second dispute. Pretty soon it's going to be all of their stuff is off of there. Brett, what do you got?
Let's see. Disney announced that The Hunchback of Notre Dame is going to be their next live-action adaptation. So, another live-action Disney movie. No surprise, they will go through all of them eventually.
I actually am pretty excited about this one.
I like this movie, and
I do
I
too.
love that movie.
I feel like this one is so under the radar
yeah,
in the classic Disney. Like, it's the one of them that nobody mentions.
it's probably one that actually deserves a remake because of that.
Yeah.
If they hold true to what made the original good.
That and Treasure Planet.
Man, we need to have a whole deep dive about Treasure Planet. I love that movie.
Let's call our friend.
We met the animator
Yeah.
of that movie
We interviewed him.
at
At Wizard
Wizard World.
Wizard
yeah.
World.
We have his card.
Thomas Estrada.
Yeah.
Let's
What's
hit him up.
What's up, Tommy?
He said he'd do an episode with us.
Let's hit him up.
We probably now have the capability to do that in a smooth manner, so we should definitely do it.
Yeah.
Shoot him an email.
Oh, it's
You're
my
up.
turn. I'm
You're up.
sorry.
Yep.
So this news made me really happy because it's a part of the DC universe that I think is super freaking lit. DC news gods. Whoops.
Perfect.
Today in the DC universe, Superman died again. Oh, he's back. DC's new gods. Oh, this is rough, guys. They had some rumors about who the villains and the heroes will be in the movie. It's being directed by Ava DuVernay of A Wrinkle in Time fame. That movie is not good. It's colorful. So
She's done other things.
she did Selma and she did 13th. So she's a good director.
She's a good director. I think she just needs a good script.
She took a unfilmable book and tried to turn it into a movie for Disney, and that will just never work. So I'm still excited for it. But the lead villains are rumored to be Granny Goodness and the Female Furies.
Granny Goodness is in Young Justice right now.
Dude, Granny Goodness is so weird. But I love that decision. And the heroes are supposed to be Scott Free, Mr. Miracle, and Big Barda. Heck yes. Bring it on. Those are the most interesting characters in the new gods.
Scott Free is super dope.
Scott Free is the son of... Shoot. Is he Highfather's son? Yes, he's Highfather's son. And Orion is Darkseid's son. And they're traded as children for a peace treaty. And then Darkseid just throws him in prison. And he's trying to break out his whole life. And that's how he gets his power of pretty much escaping anything. He's an escape artist. That is just a really interesting...
Superpower?
Yeah, like that story beat can feel so much going forward. Big Barda is kind of like Wonder Woman, except a lot bigger. And the Female Furies are insanely violent. And I'm very excited if that's the direction they head.
Dopeness. I'm up, right?
Oh, and Mr. Miracle and Big Barda are married. get married.
Cool.
In case you're interested in that.
This was something, and I don't know that it's a news story, but it interested me. So Samuel L. Jackson was doing his press junkets for Glass, and he was answering fan questions, and somebody asked a question about the Marvel movies, and his answer was, I wish people would get over the Avengers and all that superhero stuff. He used a different word. But he talked about how, like, specifically, everybody only talks about Marvel, and there's other people making movies out there that are good that people need to pay attention to. And I was like, that's weird to hear from a star of a Marvel franchise. Like, that's kind of strange. This isn't the first time he's
going to be
out.
in 2, possibly 3 of those movies this year.
Well, they asked him about the Endgame script, and he said, well, I read the scripts of movies I'm usually in, but I haven't read the Endgame script.
Because he's only gotten 1 page of it.
Yeah, so it's interesting. But it was just weird to see that.
He just got his one line that says, I'm back in that first.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see somebody like Samuel L. Jackson, who's been in those movies from the beginning, kind of speaking out against it.
I think my theory is that he's probably tired of that role. I mean, my guess is that between... who knows, right? He obviously did a lot of work for Captain Marvel coming up. And
it looks like
Home.
Yeah, Far From Home, he has
got some sort of role in Far From Home. I think he's probably just tired of it and ready to make other things. You got to remember, he did lots of stuff before he was Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And I guess I would get frustrated too
if I
was doing a bunch of other stuff and all I got asked was
Deep absolutely. Blue Sea 3, The Return of whatever his name was in that movie.
And just to piggyback off of the Marvel news, Kevin Feige confirmed that Far From Home takes place after Endgame.
Confirmation from the man himself.
That is so stupid. Just don't say anything.
Just go, we'll see.
Yeah. Like, come on. No stakes. Sorry, go ahead. That bothers me a lot that he did that. I wish he wouldn't say anything.
We got that Spider-Man Far From Home trailer.
Speaking
of,
go watch our reaction.
We did a reaction to it.
Looks good.
Looks like a...
What a big one. I love that. That was so funny.
Looks ending. Like another Marvel movie. Oh. And with Spider-Man, and I love that cast. So
yeah, it's good. Yeah, they have good chemistry.
But for our full thoughts, go check out the reaction video.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We also got a 1-minute sneak peek to Shazam over the weekend and during the football games.
I think it was overhyped for what it was, but it had some really good moments in it still.
Oh, by the way, trailer comes out tomorrow.
For Shazam?
Mm-hmm. That was what the sneak peek was.
Oh, yeah.
The trailer comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Right.
Bring it on. I'm really excited for that movie.
Me too. I've gushed over that movie enough already.
Yeah.
Shazam.
My favorite part of that spot was the 2 things. One was him jumping off at the very, the jumping off and then lightning strike and flying away.
Yeah, that was sick.
And then the Man of Steel flying punch.
Yeah.
Callback. I was like, I want to know how the next 5 seconds after that punch happened. Like, I could just see, because there's a building behind him, and I could just see him being like, whoop, can't hurt anyone. Okay, go. Just being goofy about it. That's what I hope I get from that movie, is just goofy
lots
superhero shenanigans.
That, and I hope we see Superman telling him not to destroy whole cities. People didn't like that before. Like, he should make like a really tongue-in-cheek reference. I don't think he's actually in
People
it.
don't really like it when you knock down an entire city.
It took me 5 years to get goodwill back from that.
And I might not totally have it.
Yeah, I'm excited for Shazam. I loved the jumping off of the building Shazam cry.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan, welcome to the stream, and I think we all agree. He says that the Shazam, he thought the Shazam teaser was sort of refreshing. It showed a nice direction for the DC to dive in. Totally agree.
He's
Super
not.
in.
He's not too serious. Good. There's a superhero movie. If you take it seriously, you'd be like, "Ew."
What is happening?
Tyler, what else you got?
The CW Batwoman pilot is reportedly going to start filming in March.
Ooh.
Another one.
Another one. Another one.
Just like
Another
a
one.
trailer before every movie at Regal. It's just like another one.
Yeah.
CW
Six previews later, you're 40 minutes in, your snacks are gone. Like, all right, now the movie's going to start. Like, I got to pee already.
As my main complaint, sorry to sidetrack us, my main complaint about Glass was that I had to sit through 7 trailers.
That was not my main complaint.
We sat through 6.
Yeah, I spaced off so hard. I was just ready to say another one after every single trailer.
Sorry, when I went and saw the Dragon Ball movie, I don't know if they just don't know their audience, but every trailer was like a rated G movie trailer.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, Dragon Ball fans are like 40 years old at this point. Like, come on. What are we doing?
Maybe there's some new
I watched the trailer
blood.
for Uglyville.
That movie looks so bad.
The ADR and like the mouths in that movie don't even line up. Like it is atrocious. I thought the sound was off in my theater.
Yeah, that movie looks terrible. Like, no.
And Pitbull's in it. That's not good.
So
It's worldwide.
For fans of The Office, Netflix is developing a new show with Steve Carell called Space Force.
Have you heard about this?
I have not heard about this.
I love the little like reveal thing.
I know,
for it.
right?
These people are gonna find out what they're supposed to be doing. It's making fun of Trump's
Space Force
thing that he wants to create.
And it's with Steve Carell and one of the co-creators of The Office.
The Office are rejoining to do it for Netflix.
Nice.
So
I'll have to go watch the trailer for that. Then.
the trailer is very.
It's like the Universal logo. What was that noise I just made?
It's a
like,
teaser.
Yeah.
That literally like it doesn't look like it's even like they just went in and like didn't change the font or anything.
It looks like the Universal thing. Like it is.
I mean, it's fine. Like I feel like they rushed the announcement for some reason, but
They needed to get that.
I'm
out
fine. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be hilarious.
So we got a couple different little trailers and gameplay information about a little game I think we're all kind of interested in. Division 2.
Yes.
Yo.
Oh.
Dude, I'm so excited for that game.
Did you catch the Air and Space Museum?
I didn't. I can't remember. Did they show it in the inside?
The story trailer, yeah. You were fighting in the Air and Space Museum.
So you're a happy man.
Oh, I was like laying in bed about to go to sleep, and I watched it, and I was like, oh! And Dana's like, what are you doing? I'm like, the Air and Space Museum's in the Division 2. She's like, chill out and go to sleep. But yeah, I was super pumped. Can't wait for that one. I watched the Dark Zone trailers too. Did you watch those?
I did. 3 different zones.
3 different dark
time?
zones, and then in the end game, there's what they call occupied dark zones,
Right.
Which are like,
I
if
will
you
die
die,
in-
you lose your stuff.
I will die in like 10 seconds if I go into that one.
I'm definitely going in there.
I'm going to wait till I'm a little better, and I'm
We'll
only
squad
going in
up.
with you.
I got this.
It'll be awesome.
I'm going into occupied dark zone
Dark
zone
side.
alone.
It'll
Just walk in.
and Luke's dead. No, they revealed some interesting stuff, like their time to kill changes. I thought that was really good and smart for them. It did feel spongy in the Division 1s. Like, I tried to do a mission on Legendary because it's one of the shields. I tried to do it the other day. I could not beat the first mission in that game.
Oof.
It is so hard. I couldn't even make it to
Jeez.
the final encounter of that level.
Oh, man.
And so, because everybody's so spongy. Like, I was out of ammo after killing like 5 people. This is impossible.
That's ridiculous.
So, like, it'll be nice to see what they do with time to kill and making it feel a little better. Adding armor pieces to big bosses. Once you shoot off the armor pieces, they'll probably
More
die pretty
vulnerable,
quick.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. It's a good direction for them. I think it's Massive that makes the Division Massive Entertainment. And it's published by Ubisoft.
Right.
But
yeah.
they do a good job. I'm excited. Can't wait.
Bring it on, baby.
Super hyped. You want this next one?
I'll take that one.
Okay.
There was another reveal / trailer / show everything else for Mortal Kombat 11, which comes out April 23rd.
Mortal Kombat.
And their big reveal event was really cool. I don't know. Did you guys check that out?
Yeah,
at all,
it
dudes?
felt a lot like when Bungie did their Destiny 2 reveal.
Right.
Like auditorium space.
The what
with-
reveal?
I hate you. with like bunch of press, a bunch of fans showing trailers, talking about the game and like how they're improving, what they're doing differently.
So something I think that NetherRealm did, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try not to spend a lot of time with this, but I think it's really cool. They did this thing called the MK Collective, where they brought like all these creatives and fans of the franchise together, and they create art. They like, there's Machi who does shoes, and he created shoes for Mortal Kombat, and like designed all kinds of logos, and something. This is really far out of left field, but something I thought was really cool. Boss Logic, did you see his post? He revealed his face because he went to the Mortal Kombat reveal, and so he revealed what he looked like and broke through what I would call his shell.
Yeah.
Because he's a bigger guy and he's really self-conscious about it, and he went and he got to meet the Russo brothers. He hung out with like Ed Boon and all those guys. He met Joe Manganiello, like all these people he's created work and who have admired his work, and like
Dude has probably inspired a lot of actual designs
he
for
got
movies.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill casted as The Witcher. I mean, Netflix actually said we couldn't refuse after we saw the edit you made. Like, it's crazy. He's really talented. He met with some execs at Disney, so I honestly think he's gonna start doing posters for people.
Good.
Like
I was gonna
he's
say-
good, and so it was just really cool. I think the MK Collective, and sorry that was kind of a tangent, but I think that was their goal, like
Yeah.
to bring people to a place where they're all together. So that was really cool. But the reveal event was nice. The trailers and gameplay for that game looks so good. I've been playing Mortal Kombat 10, and that game's not nearly as smooth as Injustice 2. And so I went back to Injustice 2. Mortal Kombat 11, if it's near as smooth as Injustice, it's going to be incredible. But that is a property that will never die at this point.
Yeah.
It's too big to fail.
It is popular.
Yeah.
Okay. My last story is that we got some confirmation of something we all kind of expected or suspected, and that is that Peter Jackson is absolutely not involved with Amazon's Lord of the Rings series. I think that's good.
That's really good.
They need to do their own thing and not feel like it's tied into the movie universe at all.
Peter Jackson should go make a Mortal Engines
Anime.
sequel.
He should go make Immortal Engines anime.
He should.
Yeah.
I don't know what he needs to do.
Somebody should make
He
Immortal
needs to
Engines
take a
anime.
break, is what he needs to
We
do.
should make it.
Let's do it.
Peter Jackson, sell us the rights.
I just need to learn how to do it. I don't know how.
He does have the rights to
We-
do it.
we just
so I
pitched the
guess it might-
story.
I don't know.
Let somebody else do it.
Okay. All right, Peter Jackson. So no.
So
That's it for news, I think.
Yep. That's.
Right?
I'm out.
So do we want to give a quick overview of what we thought of Glass and our ratings?
oh sure, we can.
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
do it.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
2 minute drill.
Real quick, no spoilers.
Just a quick
Just overall thoughts.
impressions, rating, moving on.
I'll start. I thought this movie had its moments, a few of them, but at the end of the movie, I said, "Wow, seriously? That's what you came up with?" I did not like it. I'd say if you really, really want to see the ending of this East Rail 77, whatever the train is, trilogy, go for it. But I'd say skip it straight to streaming. Like, I thought the beginning was good, and I thought it had some potential for storylines, but then it just fell apart for me, and it was a horrible script.
I enjoyed it a little bit, probably a lot more than Luke did. Overall, I thought it was well acted. I felt like the script was kind of all over the place at times.
McAvoy is
And-
great.
Yeah, McAvoy was
McAvoy is
incredible. Bruce Willis didn't phone it in,
Yep.
which was nice. Samuel L. Jackson did a good job.
Are you reading my
per
notes?
usual. No, I'm not. I actually haven't looked at your notes other than your news stories. And but when it ends, like there's like a moment in the movie And from that point on, I just felt like the movie just kind of like stumbled through the finish line. And so for me, I thought it was just all right. So it gets a Matthew McConaughey for me because it's all right. Now I'll look at your notes.
I don't have them right up.
Oh.
Psych! I liked this movie a lot. I think it's very clear once you get to the end of the movie that this was M. Night Shyamalan's movie and no one told him no. Whether you like that or not is completely subjective. It sets out to tell a very different kind of story, and I found that very refreshing. It gets a fanboy worthy from me.
So just like the critics in Rotten Tomatoes, it's completely divisive.
We will discuss
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have
in depth in our video.
in our review.
We have a more in-depth review later on the YouTubes. So go check that
on
out.
the tubes of you.
Yep.
That sounds gross.
Tubular.
Totally tubular.
Are we
All right.
ready for our main topic?
I think
of
we are
discussion?
ready for. Oh. Yes, we are. Sorry, I got a thing from IMDb about Glass. It's kinda
It
weird.
heard you. Your
Must
phone
have-
heard you
It heard
talking.
you.
Must have heard us.
Okay, so our topic today comes from a news story that we didn't mention, and that is Netflix is raising its price. I think the lowest tier was $1 raise.
It was
I know I should have had all these stats written down.
here on Scoob.
The mid-level tier, which is the
Dubes.
most popular, went from $11 to $13, and then I think the high tier went from $14 to $16. And our main topic to over this whole thing is how much are you willing to pay for streaming services? So not just, Netflix brought this up. Helped bring the topic up for us.
So their mid-tier plan. This is what website am I looking at here? The Motley Fool. Is that a good website?
Probably not.
Whatever. Their mid-tier most popular plan went from $10.99 to $12.99.
Yep.
Their 4K and 4 simultaneous streams is going up to $15.99,
Yep. $16.
and their $7.99 plan, which is their basic, went up to $8.99. What plans do you guys have?
Nailed it. Standard.
The basic,
No.
the
standard.
mid-tier.
The mid-tier.
Okay, yeah, me
I
too.
have the mid tier.
Okay.
There just hasn't been a reason for me to have ultra high definition yet, and
Same.
I have a 4K
four
TV, but I
four
don't
devices
care
at
for it.
one time also is not applicable to us as a
Let's all do it together.
as a couple with a 3-year-old child. We only need 2. we're counting. I see.
Just kidding, Netflix.
How do you guys feel first and foremost about just the Netflix price increase?
Well, based on Netflix's strategy,
and
their service as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
they have to keep raising it for them to make money,
Yeah.
which is just a bummer if you're a Netflix subscriber. Because if we keep paying the same amount and then subscriptions stop, nothing's really going to change. So they have to keep adding new content, spend more money, like they have to add Star Wars. Well, they won't have it anymore.
Gotta spend
But
money to make money.
I
They
think
spend
that's
that money-
the crux of the problem, right? Is that they're losing
Yeah.
so many big things in the next 2 years that they have got to spend money on original programming.
And there's only so many subscribers now in the world. I know there's still a lot of people who don't have Netflix. Lots of people use other people's Netflix. But when you keep bringing in more expensive content and creating more shows, you're going to have to keep upping the price.
Right.
Which it just stinks
Yeah.
for us. But
Yeah.
I I get it. That's just
It's
business.
business. I was gonna say business 101.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it just because I feel like Netflix does a good job of cycling their content. They do a good job. Their originals have improved a lot in the last, I don't know, 2-3 years versus their first ones.
Ever since Marvel Netflix started, I feel like they've just been like, yeah, let's make that show, let's make this, and they're all usually
Decent, yeah. And so it's nice, you know, you get what you pay for. But I think what they'll find is they can increase their price so much, but eventually everybody else is going to catch up. And then it's going to come down to what sets you apart.
Yeah.
Because being there first won't be the only thing that matters.
I wish there was like a loyalty program.
Yeah, for people who've been in there for a long time.
Like I've had Netflix since college. I've had it for a long time now. Like they can be like, all right, you're trustworthy. We'll keep yours down. New people.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing with any sort of subscription service. Like, the idea is, this isn't disclosure, but like for me, I work for a turnpike, and so every couple of years we raise our prices. Right? It's not much, but we think the quality of the road and the maintenance that goes into that and the improvements we've made to it justify that price increase. And I think you can say the same thing about, you know, internet service providers and streaming. Now, I mean, in this specific case, you know, Netflix and their streaming service has their quality improved and the content you watch. I mean, do you get $13 worth of entertainment out of it each month? Yes.
Yeah.
Easily for me.
I definitely get my money's worth out of Netflix and Amazon by a landslide.
Yeah. Amazon's
Shows my
complicated.
personal life, I think. But I use it a lot.
Yeah.
And also kind of, I mean, Amazon is a service as well.
Yeah.
But I think where they also have a step kind of above Netflix is they have music. They have
Well, so let's talk about this a little bit.
their Audible, and then they have literally everything in the world on Amazon.
So Amazon Prime Video is bundled in with Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
That's $10 a month, essentially. But you get so much more than just the video. Now, I don't actually think that they have some good original content, but
It's less.
it's significantly smaller.
I think it has some very good quality.
It outweighs like the other things, that the music, the just Prime 2-day delivery, all those benefits offset the fact that it doesn't have as much as Netflix, but it's totally worth $10. I also would not be surprised to see that increase here again in another 6 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see all streaming services increasing their prices.
Yeah.
So get in now while you can.
What do we think's a good, like, here, I'll throw out a few. How much was DC Universe?
$75 for 15 months. If you
Is it like $8 a month?
roughly? I think it's like $7.
I think it was $7.99.
Yeah.
$7.99.
$7.99.
Okay, so like $8 a month for DC Universe, Amazon Prime $10 a month, HBO $15. That's, I think,
The most expensive.
the most expensive.
Don't forget Dude Perfect.
Dude.
The
Dude, perfect.
DP Squad for $4.99 a
For
month. That was
$4.99.
announced today.
And there's a bunch of other smaller content providers,
CBS All Access.
content creators. CBS All Access is
I signed up for a free trial for them to watch the Chiefs game on my phone, and I canceled immediately. Sorry, CBS All
ESPN
Access.
Plus,
just too many.
$4.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Too many.
Dude Perfect is charging the same as ESPN. Just let that sink in.
I cannot believe they're doing that. That is so stupid. I'm sorry, Dude Perfect. You make great stuff. You don't need a streaming service.
What's the
Gosh darn it.
How many streaming services do you guys want to have, and how much are you like?
Oh, Hulu needs to be there.
Oh yeah, Hulu. What's that now?
$7.99
Yeah.
with ads.
Is it still
$13.99 ad free?
So
I think
8 to 14?
Spotify. But we're going TV
They have
shows.
videos.
They have podcasts now.
I don't know. It seems like the 10 to 15 is probably going to be the range for the next 2 years that we
Disney
see.
Plus is coming. Do we
Disney
have a price
Plus.
point
We
on
don't
that
have a
yet?
price point on that.
What do you guys think it'll be?
I think it will be $9.99.
Yeah.
What if they come out and they're like $16.99 a month?
They're
is
shooting themselves in
robbery.
the foot.
That is that is bad.
I think for an introductory service, I think $10 is your goal. That's your target. It's low enough that you can get your average consumer to say, "Oh, I'll try 3 months free of that until that $10.99 kicks in, and by that time, hopefully you have them hooked." And $9.99 doesn't seem like that bad of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you've proven yourself, I think 15 is a good high point. But I don't want to pay more than 15.
Yeah.
And HBO's have been at 15 for a
long
while,
time.
I believe.
And I think the problem with streaming services is just that, like, they add up so quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the prices, like, you look at the price and you're like, we'll go Amazon, $10 a month. That's not too bad. But then you're like, Amazon's $10 a month. Netflix is now $12 a month. DC Universe is $8 a month. Plus my 7 or 8 for Spotify. And then you're looking down and you're dropping $40 to $50 a month on entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it adds up so quickly. The more that we get of these streaming services, the harder it's going to get to charge so much.
I know it's not a streaming service, but MoviePass is still alive.
Is it really?
Yes, I get emails from them all the time with their current deals. They're not that bad either.
Yeah?
Like, I actually considered it for a bit. I was like, should I go back into this? But I was like, no. I'm going to wait because it's going to go under again. But would we count them?
I wouldn't count them just because they're offering a different kind of service. Competitively. Are they still at the what were they at? I can't remember where their price point ended up at.
$9.99?
It is still $9.99.
They've got 3 different ones now. They've got like one where you pick from the list.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a more expensive one. I think it's $15.99.
Well, it looks
where
like they have a
you can see any 2D movie,
uh-huh.
and it's still 3 a month, but you don't have to pick from the list. And then they have another one that's like $20.99, and you can see IMAX or 3D with it.
Yeah,
like one of them.
That's actually not a bad deal.
It's not horrible, but at the same time,
man,
fool me once, shame on
you, me. Fool me twice.
Shame on you. Fool me 3 times, man. I won't be fooled again.
Yeah, I think I don't want to have more than 3 streaming services. I can barely keep up with like the 2 I always have, which is Amazon and Netflix. And then when I get HBO for like the Game of Thrones season.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a little early this year because I want to rewatch up to the final season. But I never check Amazon because Netflix has so much stuff already.
That's how I feel about, like, for me, it's DC Universe.
Yeah.
Like, I have Hulu and I have Netflix and I have DC Universe. And, like, all of my DC stuff, DC Universe shows take precedence. Like, they take priority over the other ones.
Yeah. Which
is kind of crazy, but, like, Young Justice is coming out right now, which I know Luke's kind of waiting to binge, but, like, I love it. Dana and I watch it every weekend when it comes out. Then this year for DC Universe is great. They get like 5 new shows.
Yeah, a couple animated movies.
Yeah, and like it's just crazy how when you have multiple, you try to prioritize the ones that really stand out. Like for you, Netflix just has so much.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have HBO, which also just has so much.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine having more than 3. You know what I mean? Like I have Spotify as well, but I don't really count that. That's different. Music is different.
I have Netflix, Amazon, DC Universe, and I probably use DC Universe the least.
Yeah.
Just because it's still smaller.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the stuff on there already, but I'm mainly into it because of the new stuff they're adding.
Mm-hmm.
And they're adding shows that were on Netflix a long time ago.
Yeah.
Green Lantern the animated series.
Yeah, for real. They're bringing stuff back too, which is awesome. My favorite is still Netflix, and it will probably be a while before I actually let that one go. But I signed up for Amazon Prime free trial for around Christmas. I think maybe last year or 2 years ago, because I was like, I bought all my stuff off Amazon. It was great. I got it like right away, because 2-day shipping is amazing. And then I started using the Amazon Prime Video. Yo, I really enjoy it. I check it almost as much as Netflix now. It's where I watch The Americans. It's where I rewatched Psych and Monk. It's where I watched Homecoming, which was one of the best shows that came out last year, I think. But I almost use Prime Video almost as much as Netflix. It just depends on the release schedules, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
What you're hyped for? What?
Voltron came out almost every 4 months, so I was definitely on it every 4 months.
Right.
A new Marvel show had been coming out periodically throughout the year, and then now Punisher's out. I haven't started it yet. I'm excited for it, but I'll be mainly on Netflix now. But then there's shows like, this is my favorite thing though about Netflix and Amazon. They're picking up shows that have been canceled. Hulu's done it too. And I guess NBC did it for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Mm-hmm. But Netflix picked up a show I don't watch, Arrested Development. And then Amazon picked up The Expanse, which I think is like the best sci-fi show.
Have they put
The
them all
Expanse
on
is
there
great.
yet?
No, they have not put season 3 on there. And I haven't heard anything about season 4 yet, but I want to watch it so bad.
I keep circling around those books.
There's a lot of them.
I know, and they're long.
Yeah.
Like 500-600 pages.
But I think that's one of the really good things that it's coming out of streaming services, that they're like,
Yeah.
you don't want it? Well, I'll take it.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
take that
true.
entire fan base with us.
Yeah.
None of those people who, like all those Expanse fans who definitely probably didn't have Amazon Prime,
They probably do now.
they
They
getting it
probably
now.
do now. Yep.
Yeah, and that's DC Universe did the same thing.
Yep.
And kind of launched their whole service off of that.
Yep.
So I think that's great that they're
Yeah.
able to do that and revive these shows that have been canceled because the networks suck.
But for I guess price points, I don't know what my limit would be.
I think mine has to top out around 15. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't justify spending more than that.
15 per.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my limit
like-
for Netflix would be 15.
I have Sling, which again, it's a service, but it's different.
It's a little different. It's more
essentially
like
cable.
Hulu Plus,
Right.
Right, or whatever.
It's essentially cable, and honestly, mainly just have it so I can watch football.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, because ESPN Plus doesn't give you that.
Right.
If ESPN Plus gave me
Which
ESPN and ESPN2,
I cannot
would
believe they
cancel
they
cable.
don't do that, but
I mean, it's $5 a month.
And
They would have to raise their price.
sure, but
But yeah, I don't know. That's like $25 a month, but it's essentially cable, like we said. So.
And some Amazon, they have a yearly subscription. It's
Right.
$100 for a year.
which
comes out-
119 now. Just
Oh,
FYI.
I snuck in there then.
As of May of last year.
Yeah, I think I snuck in there.
Okay.
What? Okay, never mind.
My hands are
so,
hot.
but what I paid for essentially was $8, just over $8. a
Right.
month,
Right.
which I'm very willing to do for literally all the stuff that Amazon gives me.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, I think for me, I'd like 3 services, no more than $15 each. So my upper limit would probably be right around the $50 for
Total.
a total
Right.
combined streaming package. Or not package, but
I just
different
hope
services. So,
I hope they don't get too out of control.
I mean, there's 2 ways you can attract customers, right? You can provide more content and
Mhm.
raise your prices, or you can provide less content but have lower prices. You just have more, you hopefully have more high quality content. And I think some of these, I think Netflix specifically, right now for the next 3 to 4 years are going to be going at we can't stay at a cheaper price point. We have to keep bumping it up because they're producing the volume of content they're producing is so huge. Some of the others, they'll die off, and the other ones will be able to pick up those shows or those movies for licensing deals, and you'll be able to keep your prices lower because of that. Because if you're not buying that content outright, you're licensing it. Hopefully, you don't have to pay as much. You don't have to charge as much.
And if every studio releases a streaming service, it's going to be a lot less for things like Netflix and Amazon to license because they'll just want it on their own.
Yeah.
Right.
Which it makes you wonder, like, where does it stop for Netflix? Like, what do you think it'll top out at? 20?
Probably.
Because by then everybody's going to have their own, like you said.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to go back down. But then they're going back down because they don't have anything left.
The ideal business, I think, I'm not a business major. Someone correct me. I think the ideal point for that for business is you want to increase it until you don't have to decrease it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's definitely a top end,
That they're going
but
to try to hit.
you don't want to
stay.
go too high because if you have to lower your price, people know you're in trouble.
You admitted defeat.
Right.
It's true. It's
But-
interesting.
Super basic business stuff here. This is like first day. I was a business degree. in
Oh,
college.
good. Educate
This
me.
is like what we learned in the first day. They talk about something opportunity cost. To get something, what are you giving up?
Mm-hmm.
So by raising this price, they're going to have to give up some subscribers too. And does the gain outweigh the loss? That's just what
Right.
it comes down to.
I think it will for Netflix.
I hope that wasn't super embarrassing for me saying that. Because that would be embarrassing.
I like it. Nope, not embarrassing at all.
Made sense to me.
All right, did we solve the streaming war problem?
I don't know that we solved it. We definitely discussed it, and it'll definitely be an ongoing discussion.
We will
right?
see
I mean, we'll bring this
what
up
happens
in the future,
for sure.
especially
sure.
when Disney announces their price point. I'm sure
That's going to be a big one.
we will be discussing that.
$19.99.
Ooh.
Okay, bye.
I'll just buy a
I'm gonna
movie.
go
I'll just buy one of their movies each month and have their whole collection for cheaper.
Probably.
But then
So-
you can't watch The Mandalorian.
I do really want to see that Star Wars show.
Or the,
Anyways,
We'll find a way to watch it.
are we ready to move on
Yeah,
to
to the fan box.
fan box?
Let us know what you guys think about streaming services.
Oh yeah, I guess that's
What are you willing to pay?
These guys, they'll figure it out. I'm just kidding.
I don't know what I'm doing. Tyler, why are you here again?
I don't know. Talk about stuff.
I love you. Hey, do you wanna read the fan box
No,
today?
not really.
Okay.
I'm just got off my social media blackout, so I have no idea what's happening.
This will be good.
This is interesting, guys.
We have 3 questions, all from Twitter.
Cool.
Siebel asks, and if you're watching and you have a question, please post it in the chat, and I will.
We'll
I'll read
gladly
it
answer.
off. Siebel asks, anybody have thoughts about this Future Man show on Hulu? Any of you guys watch the first season of Future Man with
I have not seen it. I think
What's
it
his
looks
name?
funny though.
Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson?
So-
I just know him as PETA from Hunger Games.
The worst character ever and ever. Dana and I are actually planning to watch that pretty soon. She loves Josh Hutcherson. Really happy about that. So I will be watching it soon. It actually does look really funny though. Seth Rogen produces it,
Oh,
so it'll be decent.
yeah.
I mean, it got a second season, so that usually bodes well for a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a Hulu original, which it'll be the second Hulu original I've watched because Luke and I have to go back and finish Runaways.
We're gonna have to start that over.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's
Forgot about that.
we need to get on that
Yeah, we do.
here soon. Let's plan that.
Yeah.
Do you want to join us?
Sure,
for
why
Runaways? Okay. It was
Let's
actually
do it.
pretty good when we were watching it.
It was really good.
But sorry, Future Man. I'll let you guys know my thoughts after I watch it.
Yeah, please
I'm
do.
excited about it.
I don't have Hulu, so I've just kind of
I do. We got it. We got it for $5.99 a month.
nice.
They ran like a special,
Oh, tight.
so we got it super cheap. And then they extended our special after like a year. They were like, "We're gonna extend your special another year," and I was like, "Yeet!"
You ever just want to say yeet
You ever just want to say yeet?
to me right now?
All right.
Thanks,
at
Daddy boy.
Siebel, thank you for that question. At JTizal12 asks, do you guys know what the letters in Shazam mean? I don't know personally, but I heard at the Kevin Smith talking about it on the Fat Man Beyond podcast.
First thing, thank you for tagging Kevin Smith in a tweet to us, because that's awesome. Just on a whim, maybe he sees it. Who knows? Doubt it. I think we can.
The wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the courage of Achilles, the power of Zeus, the
Strength of Atlas.
stamina of Atlas, and the speed of Mercury. Boom! And the exclamation point of awesomeness. There you go.
Are you
Luke
sure you didn't read
knows.
that question ahead of time?
I just know that, boy.
I'm impressed.
So yes.
Yes, I do
Luke-
know that.
Luke
Luke
it.
knows. Good question. I didn't know. Thank you
I didn't-
for
I knew most
educating
of
me.
Mhm.
I would have gotten them.
I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay, our final question from @pronounced Ian. If you had to choose your favorite TV show theme song of all time, what would it be? I think mine would be the theme from Knight Rider. I grew up in a time where talking self-driving cars made by Pontiac with a Cylon eye were cool. So favorite TV show theme song.
I mean, it's a show I haven't watched, but Flash Gordon is pretty great. Defenders of the earth, out of the night. Dun-dun-dun. Defenders.
Yikes.
Love it.
That's a tough one. I really enjoy Sykes' theme song,
That's what I was thinking too.
especially when they do fun stuff with
Yep.
it. Like they do a Bollywood version. Boys to Men did a version. They've done a Spanish version. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Monks is really good. Randy Newman's
Ooh.
It's a Jungle Out There.
I haven't watched Monk in so long.
Scooby Doo. Batman the Animated
I was gonna
Series.
say Batman
Yeah.
the Animated Series is definitely up there.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I think that would be my favorite.
Chuck's is really good.
Ooh,
That
yeah.
song by Cake without the lyrics.
Yeah, Smallville's super
I-
popular.
I haven't seen Smallville, so I don't know that one.
Brendan said Smallville.
I like it.
I'm on board. I hear it all the time because Dana watches that show pretty much every day at some point. So
The original Thundercats theme is incredibly corny. Thunder, 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 Thundercats.
I love when Luke sings theme songs. Can we just have a whole episode where Luke sings TV show theme songs?
I think so. That could be a whole new segment. Every
That's
week, blessed with the.
Way to go,
Give me another one. I'll try and maybe I'll know it.
Doug. That was one of my favorite
I didn't watch
ones.
Doug. I'm sorry.
Doug.
Doug was good.
Didn't have cable growing up, so I didn't have any of those shows.
Yeah, Doug was good. What else? Man, I don't know.
It's just because I'm watching it right now, but I do love the Game of Thrones.
Theirs is good. I need to get Lefty to send me that video of the dude singing over that song. 'Cause it's really
Jeopardy.
I think Luke's watched more shows than all of us.
Luke's just got a great memory. I think I am awful at these
Yeah, I don't
kinds of
know.
questions.
I think there's a special place in my heart for arrows, even though it's really simple. I think it's really cool and
Just
fitting
like
for the show.
That really quick. Dun dun dun
Yep.
dun.
Yep. I think Arrows was cool, and maybe because it's like the first real
Mm.
show like I really followed
Yeah.
as an adult.
Oh my gosh, Scrubs. That's a great one.
Is The Office not mentioned?
I think The Office is fine. I mean, I know lots of people love that one. I don't dislike it, but
I'd say The Office kind of sits there with like Game of Thrones for me, where it's memorable. There's nothing all that special
Mhm.
about it. Like Game of Thrones is in my head right now because I'm going through it. But there's nothing super fantastic about it. Like
same with Scrubs. I just love that.
you just
show
love
so
that
much.
show, and it brings back those.
On my own,
Yeah.
I'm no Superman. Dun 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 dun.
We're gonna get like 6 copyright strikes on
I
this
know
episode.
Superman.
Seriously.
I'm giving them business. I think so.
Daredevils is really good.
Ooh, I can't remember that one.
Nice and eerie.
Oh, Stranger Things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nailed it.
Stranger Things, man.
There's so many. I don't know. Stranger Things is music. That sounded weird to me. Their music is really good in general.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot of good shows there, guys.
there's a lot of
It
answers.
was. Yeah. Ian, thank you for that question.
Did he say what his favorite was?
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider. Okay.
Then
I
he,
haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
then he talked about a talking car.
Yes, the talking Pontiac
kid.
with the Cylon eye.
With the Haas Hasselhoff. Isn't he in
Hasselhoff. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. He's in it. I don't remember that one. I'll have to look it up after the show.
Defenders of the Earth. Let's go.
Well, no other questions tonight. Keeping it short and sweet.
I think
Kind of.
I think we can
Well,
confirm
the-
that this
the
was
fan
our
box.
greatest show ever, guys.
This was a show. This was a show we did.
It was, and we crushed it. The audience has spoken. Not divisive at all. It was great, right, everybody? It's all right.
What is our score on Rotten Tomatoes? 12%.
We're certified fresh
At 12%.
at 66%.
What's the bubble? 65?
I think so.
All right, so
I don't know.
I think that pretty much is it for our show. This week, right now, you can go watch our Spider-Man Far From Home trailer reaction.
Yeet.
On Wednesday, you'll be able to see our Glass review on
Yep.
YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
Friday nights, we have our gaming live streams.
Yeah, we're trying to get that off the ground. Support it.
We're on Mixer. Sorry if you don't typically use
If
Mixer.
we play Halo, make sure you watch my screen because it's embarrassing.
You'll just watch the respawn counter the whole
We
game.
do,
Sorry.
or at least last week. I don't know. Did you guys like the poll and having people vote for what do we play for?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
We'll see. If we feel like doing
Don't
something
you say, "Oh,
specific,
please."
if we want to do something specific one week, we won't put out a poll. But be on the lookout for a poll, and then you can tell us what to play.
Next week, I believe it's next week.
The Anthem beta.
Shoot. Kingdom Hearts comes out.
Oh.
And so
I was gonna
if
say,
I need to stream that,
do it,
let us know.
do it. Yeah.
I would have to come over here though.
And we might maybe have a Shazam reaction possibly this
week.
week maybe.
Yeah,
If it works
it's
out.
Fingers
supposed to come
crossed.
out tomorrow. We'll see though.
Yeah.
If it does, that's fine.
If it doesn't, oh well.
I
We'll
missed
get-
the last Shazam trailer reaction, and if it does come out tomorrow, I'm gonna miss it again.
Oh no.
Oh well.
It'll work out eventually.
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 All right, you guys want to plug anything individually?
No, I'm good.
Just check us out at What the Fanboy. We're on Twitter
Instagram,
and YouTube.
SoundCloud, Google Play,
all your podcast apps. kind of.
Yep.
all over the internets.
Just go follow us somewhere. If you enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment. We love interacting with you guys, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye everybody.
Adios.